Hello there friends and followers, and welcome to this Explain 11 video. We are currently situated at 1 Sierra 2, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Carbon Cub by Big Tire Productions. Please do note that at the time of making this video, the aircraft hasn't been released to the public yet, and I do not have any information as to the price, but it should be available on the Explain.org store very soon. A word of thanks to Big Tire Productions for providing me with a free copy of this aircraft to showcase here on the channel. I've spent a couple of days making short hops in this aircraft, and I'm quite impressed with the work that Big Tire Productions has done on the 3D modeling and the texture work. As you can see, the 3D model is quite authentic, very well made, very nice and fine details, really making this aircraft an authentic replica of its real-world counterpart. In terms of the interior 3D modeling and the interior textures, as you can see, Big Tire Productions has done a very good job really modeling the interior of this aircraft. Again, high-resolution textures, very fine details. I have a lot of appreciation for the way they've modeled the aircraft. If you look at the curvature here, is a perfect curve coming here, fine details on the Garmin 1000 device, as well as right down here. If you look at the rudder pedals, fuel selectors, the throttle, everything really looks very good indeed. So what we're going to do is we're going to start this aircraft from its cold and dark state, and we're going to take it for a short flight to really put it to the test. Okay, so let's start this aircraft from its cold and dark state and take it for a short flight. I will warn you that I'm not very proficient in flying this aircraft, especially takeoff and landing. So let's go ahead and turn on the master battery on. Nice F-mod sounds, by the way. Master battery is on, and let's see here, mixture on full rich. And we're going to crack the throttle just about half of an inch open, and let's go ahead and start it. There we go, we have a good start. Avionics. Now the 1000 device, you can switch between MFD and PFD, which is really a nice feature. Really cool. We're going to leave it on the PFD for now, and then we'll figure out what we want to do. Nav lights are on. Now, one thing to note, as we begin to taxi, we will hear the stall warning horn, and that is actually, according to the developer, is an accurate representation of what happens in real life with this specific aircraft. And it's quite annoying. So there is a, if you look up here, the circuit breakers are actually modeled, so you can click here to turn off the stall warning while on the ground and turn it back on once airborne. Okay, we are good to go. Let's go ahead and taxi out of our position and take off and put the aircraft to the test. Parking brake is released. It's going to be a long taxi here, so let me just give it a little bit of power. There you go. As you can see, the stall warning horn is coming on, so we can come here and just silence it while we're taxiing. Alright, here we go. That's the runway. Alright, and we are ready to go. Now, as I said, I'm not very proficient in taking off or landing this aircraft, but I'm going to do my best. Stirrups are on. Landing light is on. Everything is looking good, so let's go ahead and give it some power. and 60 knots. Rotate. I like how the aircraft handles. All right, let's do a few turns. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a few turns here to just assess the responsiveness of this aircraft. So I'm going to do a left turn here with a little bit of rudder. Absolutely brilliant. Just really, really fluid. Very responsive. Really like this aircraft a lot. And if you like general aviation aircraft, I think you will come to enjoy this aircraft. I have now put in the stall circuit breaker back in so that we can test the stall behavior of the aircraft. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring the power all the way to idle, and we're going to pitch up, and let's see what happens here. Alright, you see that shake and the horn, and there you go. Yep, that's pretty consistent with what I know about stall behavior in smaller aircraft. And the way you recover is you just pitch down and give it power, and it should be able to recover. All in all, I really like the 3D model. I like the texture work of this aircraft. And by the way, there is another livery that I'm going to show you now. So this is the default livery. And that's the other livery that comes with the aircraft. I'm pretty sure once the aircraft is released, there will be a lot more liveries and perhaps a paint kit for those of you who like creating liveries. Alright, how about we attempt to land back where we took off, and we're gonna land back at 12 Sierra. Alright, we're heading back to the airport, and that flashing light is where the airport is at. That's the runway ahead of us now, and we are going to reduce our speed now to about 60 knots. Just a little bit of wind here as we come into land. There are a lot of trees that we need to be aware of as we come into land. Beautiful scenery by Orbex. Both the Washington State and this specific airport, 1 Sierra 2. That's a big tree here. I'm just going to get out of the way, and then we're going to make a turn back to line up with the runway. Alright, time to lower the flaps. Let's maintain about 60 knots. All right, here we go. Not a very good landing, but yeah, I warned you guys, I wasn't really proficient in flying this aircraft. There we go. And that's the stall warning horn coming again. Wow, really nice aircraft. A lot of fun to fly, quite challenging, both during takeoff and landing. I really like it. This copy of the aircraft was provided to me free of charge by Big Tire Productions to showcase here on the channel. But of course, I am under no obligation to say anything that I don't actually think is true. And this has always been the modus operandi here on the channel. I do like this aircraft. I think I really don't know what the price is. I don't know how much it's going to sell for, but I do like it, and I will let you guys decide once the price is published whether it's worth the money or not. In my view, for the general aviation enthusiast, this aircraft is one that you will really come to enjoy. Well, folks, this is pretty much what I wanted to share with you in this video. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I hope it was an insightful and useful video. Until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now.